Great to have you company again, Scorpio. Look, it's July 2018 and things are on the mend for you, as we can see from the very favourable positions of Mercury here in the 10th house of profession. Venus is up there as well with this big desire planet. Looks like a set of headphones. This is your karmic point. And you'll notice as the month progresses, in fact, around the 23rd of the month, big things starting in your profession. But let's just start the ball rolling with the animation here so you can see the way these planets are moving for you. Moon kicks off with a 5th house creative spurt with Neptune there around the 4th and 5th, taking that into your 6th house of work. So you're getting a whole lot of energy back for the work that you're doing, getting your systems in place, wanting to make sure that you can streamline the day-to-day activities, not only of your work, but just your life generally. There may be some abrupt changes in your routine romantically as Moon touches Uranus on the 8th and moves through that area on the 9th. Keep your eye on Venus here, which gives you some great opportunities to network. That's Venus moving in your 11th house. And you should wait for that lovely new moon phase on the 13th there in your 9th house, which will take its energy directly into the 10th house of profession prior to the sun doing so. So a lot of these planets in the upper part of your horoscope are very, very auspicious. That shows us the refocusing of your attention back on your work, but in a better way now, Scorpio, because you're not quite overwhelmed by maybe a lot of the problems you had over the past few years. There's real hope for you to pull all of those even seemingly unrelated threads together to get a focus in a practical sense. So there's the new moon, but that new moon is actually happening in the 9th house. 9th house is the higher educational part of your horoscope. It relates to your journeys, your spiritual endeavors, and generally just how you expand your mind and your horizons. So that's a lovely placement at this stage for the new moon this month. Let's keep our eye. I'm trying to look at all of these things simultaneously. There's a really great networking point, 1617, when Moon makes contact with Venus. There's also lovely aspects here in the 3rd house. Saturn and Pluto are staying here for some time. There's a nice aspect also, Mars and your past karmic point in the 4th house of domestic activities. And that's the underbelly of the horoscope, what we don't necessarily see on the outer part of your life. But there we see after the 23rd, as the moon swings around there to make contact with Sirius Saturn on the 25th, this could start a more serious phase related to your domestic affairs, getting back in touch with people that you prefer to avoid. These can actually be family members as well. And note also the full moon that will take place here, just as it moves by these transformative elements of Pluto here. Now, there may be some sort of explosive event that pushes you into renegotiating some elements of your family affairs. And you can see there that the moon, which is the mother, may be instrumental in that sense. So why not calm things down, give yourself a little bit of space so that you can address the issues. And it's also sort of seen that when these planets move into the lower part of the horoscope, sometimes the 12th house or this 4th house or the 8th house, then there may be an element of secrecy or a withholding, and that's never a good approach. So hopefully when it makes contact with Mars, you will see that there's an opportunity to really express how you feel. We see too that your ruling planet, one of them, along with Pluto, both of them in fact, are retrograde right now. So this really is a period where you are moving forward in a way, but you're having to go back to reassess some of the formalities, some of the foundational aspects of your work, and as we can see here towards the end of the month, some of the ways in which you negotiate your family life. Children take centre stage at the very last part of the month. If you're a family person with children, notice here the idealistic combination of the Moon and Neptune, bringing you into some really lovely communicational, even psychic and spiritual connections with your children. A great time to connect, a great time to find those aspects between you and your children and your lovers, because this is the 5th house of love affairs, that basically connect on those spiritual dimensions. Join me at astrology.com.au. I always ask you to do that because we've got more on you in the text form. We've got personalized readings if you want that. And I'm always going to be here again month by month, so I'm hoping you'll join me again then as well. Bye-bye now.